Welcome back to Unofficial, everyone. My name is Dustin. If you notice, we're down a host today. We got Dave and Fuzz here. We're going to break down Week 6 of NFL, and we got some other sports to chop it up about. Fuzz, you want to kick us off with the Steelers' last week's performance?
Not particularly, but I guess they're forcing me into it. And they sucked. I don't really know what else to. I don't really know how much more to get into it with this at this point, dude. Like,
when your coach is mad that you won the game on a play he didn't call, something's wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't know how much more I can continue to sit here. We open up the show every time, Fuzz. You want to talk about the Steelers? No, not really. I don't know how much more I can keep diving into Matt Canada, but yeah. Until Canada goes, his team's offense is not going to get going. Defensively, they do their thing. I mean, not secondary-wise. We just got really lucky. The amount of drop passes in that game, I think, really saved us. But Kenny looked better.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's kind of hard to fully look at that evaluation and say that, but like with the play calling he was given, I noticed that he was getting a little. He wasn't running out of the pocket as quickly as he has been in previous weeks. He still wasn't staying in there as long as he probably should on some plays, but I don't know. Matt Canada isn't really making that easy. I know we ran that. I'm sure I complained about this already to you guys, but Matt Canada ran the same bootleg like 6 times in a row. So it was literally the same concept. Allen Robinson ran a little out route, and Kenny with the bootleg and tried to hit it to him. It was kind of pathetic to continue to watch over and over again.
The weird thing with him is he keeps calling play action when the run's not setting it up.
I know, it doesn't make any sense. Matt Canada's not helping anybody over here. But at the same time, Kenny audibled to that touchdown pass to George Pickens.
To George with the one-on-one?
Yes, and it just genuinely, with that video circulating that we were just talking about, it really looks like he was not happy with the outcome for some reason. It was a touchdown,
and then the guy beside him, the guy beside him was actually looking out for him. Did you see him tap him on the shoulder when he realized the camera was on Matt Canada?
Yeah.
He was like, dude, like, look excited or something. Like, something's going on here. I'd get that guy out of town. I'd get that guy out of town quick.
I wish that was an option. If I could, he would already be gone if it was up to me. But
just think, you guys could have had Bieniemy last offseason. Anything.
Byron Leftwich is an option still. He reached out to our organization about it. Byron Leftwich is an option. I mean, Tom Brady threw for 5,000 yards in his offense.
Well, that is Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, it's Brady. But
he threw for a lot of those and a lot of offenses.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that Brady's throwing for 5,000 in Matt Canada's offense. I just don't think that's a brutal offense to throw any.
Is that some sick joke to get Tom Brady to come play quarterback for the Steelers?
Absolutely not.
That's some sick joke.
I'm good with Kenny, but no, I really truly don't know. I don't think any quarterback is going to be able to do good and play well in that offense.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of quarterbacks would be calling audibles even though he doesn't like them.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's what Kenny needs to start doing.
But Kenny's so young that if he probably feels like if he does that, he's going to be looked at like, what are you doing? Like you like could be out of town.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Did come away with a win though, and that's all that matters.
We slipped out. Mm-hmm. We got lucky. The block punt helped out. So, well, it's a little late to say pause now. So
okay.
I'm just gonna. I screwed that one up. So I have to own that one.
Whatever floats your boat.
Let's move on.
How you feeling about this week, though?
Well, I swear to God, if we can't win in a bye week, I don't want to be a Steelers.
Oh, you guys have your bye week this week. Okay. Okay.
If we can't come up with, I would like to see us do something. Who
you play off the bye?
Help us out. The Rams.
Okay, that's a tough game.
We have Deontay Johnson back for that game, so that'll hopefully. I'm staying optimistic, even though I know how this is going to play out. I'm staying optimistic that that'll help the offense.
Dude, you got to think. 2 weeks of preparation, that's double the preparation for double the bootleg calls. He's going to call 12 next game.
Oh, God, I just can't wait.
Hey, just hang in there, fellas.
Anyway, let's move on from the Steelers because This is good. This is getting too in depth and.
Well, I do want to touch on something. You said it can't get much worse, and I think someone has an argument against you. Dave, kick us off here.
So I'm just like loving last week. We saw DJ Moore just completely go off. And, Christian McCaffrey all year has been going off. So at this point last year, we had both of them on our team. And now we get an offense that can't score at all. Like, it's a joke of an offense. We did have 3 passing touchdowns this week. Good job, Bryce. But
shout out, Bryce.
Go, Bryce.
Yeah, good job, Bryce.
There was some good sides to the game, some really ugly, like calling a screen pass to Ian Thomas. He is a blocking tight end. He doesn't make many catches. He had a drop touchdown last week. So what do we do this week? They said, let me dial up a screen pass for him. And he did a great job blocking Hutch. That was the bad part. That's why I feel like the screen didn't work out at all, is because he did such a good job at blocking him. And then next thing you know, Hutch is like, oh, now I get a free run at the quarterback, even though I just actually got stood up at the line.
I do the monster.
And if you do that to a good defensive player, they're going to realize, yeah, something's off here.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a great one-handed catch by him.
Like JJ Watt said it today on the Pat Show. Not many people are even doing that, like at that position. So like,
no.
It's okay. Like Hutch is having a hell of a year. There is some good to take out of the games though. Like you said, Bryce throwing 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Good vibes. Good vibes. Loss, not so much good vibes. But I do agree with you on the fact that DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey being gone sucks because, dude, they're awesome. They're so good. I don't know why. I don't understand.
We need a number 1 receiver, and our number 1 receiver's in Chicago right now. Our number 1 running back / receivers in San Francisco. Go San Francisco for basketball because that's where Golden State plays, and I'm officially ready for basketball. We
know you'll have a good season, unlike my Wizards. My Wizards.
I would love to do some diving into the NBA because I cannot watch these Panthers.
And we'll get into some other Charlotte natives in basketball. I know you're excited for Curry's upcoming maybe MVP season. With the volume he's going to have on that offense, he probably will. He's going to compete.
With the Panthers, and shout out Curry, he's a Panthers fan, so he feels my pain.
Shout out to all the Panthers fans.
Bryce made a beautiful throw to Adam Thielen this week. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he was like stepping up into the pocket and like started to like act like he was taking off right before he went across line of scrimmage. He did like a little like sidearm, like no look throw to Thielen, and it was beautiful. And those are the type of plays that like I feel like he made in college that got him to be the number 1 overall pick. But it doesn't get any easier this week. It probably gets harder.
Toughest offense in the league.
You're like, wow, the Lions, it's a pretty tough team. But like then you go to Miami. Well, they might come to us. I don't even know where it's at, to be honest.
No, it's Miami. It's Miami.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. It's going to be a bloodbath. This Panthers team is not going to win this game at all. I don't see a way they do win. But, I mean, unless Tua would get hurt, if this would be the game that he does, then we could win probably. But we still have to put up points on offense, and I don't see us doing that. I think Mike White could outscore our offense.
And you don't want Tua to get hurt. You're not. No. Yeah. He's not throwing that out there, everyone. He's not throwing that out there.
I was just saying that is the only way the Panthers win this game is if something like that would happen. They're not playing well. I don't even know what it is at this point. I mean, I will beat the drum of still running the ball up the middle every single time is not working. the only two players on our team that has a really good run block grade every single week is our left tackle and right tackle, and all of our runs go up the middle. So is that really going to work once your worst three linemen, are the ones we're running behind? And it's not even that they're our worst three linemen, because like Bradley Bozeman's good, but like his run grade isn't as good as our right tackle and left tackle. And then we have two non-starting guards playing. We should get Austin Corbett back here soon, so that will be a huge help, I think, in the run game. But not much to really be hopeful for in this season.
Well, I do apologize, Dave. I know it's tough, but hang in there.
Half tempted to sell my tickets to the Colts game that I was supposed to be going to and just go up to Cleveland and watch the Warriors play.
Hey, well, maybe the Dolphins will fall victim to one of them trap games this week, and you can get a dub.
It'd be pretty cool.
Fuzz, what's your outlook on that game?
I think we've pretty much already covered it, man.
I'll agree with Dave. Just I don't have to. Yeah, I'll agree with Dave. I got the Dolphins in that one as well. I don't want it to be either. I hope you guys do beat them. That'd be a good first win too.
Or at least make it a good game. If they make it a good game, in my mind, I feel like that's got to be a win for Panthers fans.
Mm-hmm.
We probably could have had a closer game against the Lions than what it was because we got it to be 14-7, I think, and then we got the ball back, and next thing you know, after getting the ball back, we fumble it, and then it goes 21-7. You can't do that. You can't shoot yourself in the foot.
You touched on that last week too.
Yeah, it's a reoccurring thing. 3 turnovers again this week. Turnovers are killing us. We're not creating many.
Self-inflicted wounds. That's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst. That's how we lost to the Lions. Week 1. Just self-inflicted wounds. But shout out to the Detroit team. They're rolling right now. That is a good team to play, Dave. It's just tough. It's not necessarily on you guys that you're playing all these tough games at the beginning of the year to start Bryce's career, Yeah. Playing Jesse Bates first week, and then he has to play Aiden Hutchinson. It's not very fun, I bet.
After the bye, it gets a tad bit better.
That's good.
Because our bye is next week, and then we go it's Houston, Colts. Houston's been looking decent, but they clearly have been beatable.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're not dominating most teams, and then you have the Colts. They're going to be without Richardson that game, which makes it even more sad to go to that game.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a few other games that I'm are winnable games.
Well, let's hope they turn it around for your sake. Crazier things have happened. A 180 is not out of the ballpark, but there's a first for everything. If the Panthers turn this around and make a playoff push, that'd be absolutely insane.
I just want to finish the season on a high note type thing,
looking forward to next season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a number 1 receiver.
Be nice. I wish you guys still had that pick. Obviously you wouldn't have Bryce if not, but it'd be cool to see you guys get Marvin Harrison. I feel like instant difference maker.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into the Chiefs' performance against the Vikings last week. It was an ugly one. The Vikings played great. Jefferson doesn't get hurt, we probably lose the game. They just converted so many tough third downs. I was I just kept watching the game, and every time I got the third and long, I was they're converting this because Kirk was throwing dimes. They just converted a lot of big third downs. They definitely gave our defense the biggest test they've had this year. And it's very unfortunate to see Jets get hurt. Hope for a speedy recovery for him, obviously. But we got a game we cannot fall trap victims to against the Broncos this week. We should handle this team. I expect to handle this team. We have the last few years. Pat and the boys do not like this team. I'm just throwing this out here. If there's a team they probably hate the most in our division, I would probably say it's the Broncos. We show up different for those games. So I expect us by a lot tomorrow night. How you guys feel?
I feel
I
like
have
it better
guys.
be a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
I'm just glad we're on the same page.
I swear, if y'all lose to this team, I have to hear one word. I come home next
Ooh.
week, me and you go, I'm going to have a problem with someone.
There is no way
Just take it easy,
possible
man.
that you guys
Take it easy, man.
lose to the Great Value Broncos.
The Great Value Broncos.
That you lose. They just find, like, the Broncos, the Great Value Broncos have just found ways to lose games this year. They purposely want to lose games, it seems like. The only game that you could say that they didn't was the game against the Bears that they came back. Like,
It almost looked like they tried to lose that one, too, at the beginning.
well, the reason I'm saying it doesn't seem like they tried to lose that one is because of the comeback. But like every other game, like they're letting teams come back almost, and then losing it after they let them come back. Because like the Commanders, they had a decent lead against, let them come back. They never had a lead against the. Well, actually, did they have a lead against the Dolphins? No, they didn't.
I don't know, but at the end of the day,
No.
I don't think it matters when the final score is 70-20. It don't matter.
No,
if they
the
have a lead.
first score was Miami. It was 14-7 at the end of the first. So
it was 70-20 to end the game. They're horrible.
Oh, I was just trying to I was saying that they've been blowing a bunch of games and stuff also. Like that game, there was no blowing it. They just got destroyed from pretty much beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
But the war games that they had a chance in or had the lead in decently late and just blew it.
Well, that brings us to our first key matchup of the week. We got Ravens-Titans heading back over to the international series. Is this one in Germany?
I think so.
Germany. Heading over to Frankfurt, Germany. Oh, wait, actually, this one might be in Tottenham.
This one is...
I think they said it was London.
Yeah, it's Tottenham. They're in Tottenham. It's London, same thing. So it's a team over there.
But,
Football.
Well, we all know
football is life.
We can all agree on this.
I think so.
That the Titans are winning this football game.
Yeah, sorry, Jonte. Titans every other week, baby. Amen, I'll just say, let's go Braves.
I forgot to tell you guys once we were talking about the Panthers. They play the Titans this week, and it falls on a week that the Titans are supposed to lose.
Nice.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
That's a win for the Panthers.
That's a W.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ride that picking the Titans train.
Wow, you did it last week. Now you're not going to do it again this week.
I just think he doesn't want to take Baltimore in a back-to-back loss.
I don't see Baltimore dropping another game, especially because Lamar Jackson played great. It was just unfortunate. So I think they'll clean that up for this week, and I think a lot of those miscues will turn into positive plays. And
as long as they don't use a rugby ball at practice, they'll be fine. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and
ridiculous.
You can tell that they were practicing with it because a lot of times their hand was this wide.
And they're watching the ball. They're like they thought it was a foreign language or something. Like how confused they were after it hit their hands. They were like, "Why am I not catching this?"
And let's be honest, Nelson Aguilar has always had a drop problem. Go ask Hunter.
Yeah, Nelson Aguilar has never had good hands. So the idea that was a miscue, or was not a miscue because that wasn't a miscue. It's a
drop. He just sucks.
I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but what I am trying to say is that shouldn't surprise anybody.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson should know better than to throw him the ball.
I do think this is a big game, though, because I know I've picked them every other week, and if they win this week, it stays the same. But I don't believe either of these teams' record, I know we're very early into the season, reflects, who these teams' identity are. I think the Titans, on paper, their roster, coaching, everything, they're just better than a 2-3 team at this point. Ravens, I thought they'd be undefeated, honestly.
I don't know that I fully agree with the Titans being a 2-3 team strictly because of their quarterback. I've never been a Tannehill
This
believer.
quarterback led them to, like, before he got hurt. It was either last year or the year before, to the best record in the AFC till he got hurt.
I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago that one happened. And that I don't even know if I put that on him. I think I put that more on that boy Derrick Henry rushing for freaking an ungodly amount of yards.
King Henry.
He's a dog, man.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's starting to get a good feel for it. But that Tajay Spears kid, his young little predecessor, he's a beast.
It is 6
Yeah,
o'clock
he
in
is.
the afternoon. Who is mowing their grass? Sorry, listeners, if you hear somebody mowing their grass, it's not my fault.
Yeah. Go Ravens.
You got the so you're the only
Clip
Ravens
it.
pick.
Don't clip that. Don't you dare
Clip it.
that. Don't you dare clip that shit.
He said, "Go Ravens." We
Don't
clipping
you dare
that
clip
one.
that shit.
That is going on a short.
And we'll jump into our
Dare.
next matchup. We got the Saints
Don't
Texans. First non-key game of the week, 1:00 game. I don't know how you guys feel about this.
Go Texans.
Yeah, I think the Texans win this game, and I think it's a good game, but I don't know. I don't know if that big win by the Saints last week against the Pats is something that I don't know if it's as impressive as what the Texans did to your defense was, if that makes
Don't
sense.
you ever talk about that ever again.
It's definitely not
That
as
is
impressive.
banned from the show.
That's just are terrible. Mac Jones looks like they're trying to win games
Mhm.
for the other team. Bill Belichick looks like he's trying to get early retirement or something. Because he's like,
get
yeah,
out.
we're
Or
not.
get rid of Mac Jones.
Mhm.
No, he
Did you
said
see what
that.
Orlovsky said today?
No, I didn't.
He said if Mac Jones was in San Francisco, where Brock Purdy is, he would be playing the exact same, if not better.
Okay, I disagree with that. I wouldn't say the exact. I would put him under. I still think he would be performing well just because that system seems to.
He would
be a
have
great
better
spot.
coaching,
Yeah.
like better quarterback coaching.
It just seems like it's a much better spot for any quarterback to play football. But I don't.
Mhm.
I think Brock Purdy is just.
I think he's their guy.
He's on something, dude.
Mhm.
Like
Seeing the field well, he gets through his reads quick. He makes the right decisions.
I mean, if I had a freaking semi truck at left tackle, I think I would be able to make some reads.
Yeah, that's true.
He got a semi truck. I mean, not even a semi. That dude has like a sports car of like every weapon on offense. He's got George Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, fucking McCaffrey,
What do you even call McCaffrey? Like,
Swiss Army knife.
but that's like being a little bit rude because those usually suck. Like,
Yeah.
none of the tools are like that great, and all of his tools are like the greatest. Like, it's all
he's the DeLorean on GTA. He can drive and fly. He can do it all.
And you hated when somebody had that in your lobby.
Yeah, and when you saw him show up, you were like, "Son of," like it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah,
But I don't know how you guys feel about this. I think that Texans team's actually pretty solid. And until they prove me wrong this week, probably, I'll probably keep picking them. So I got the Texans.
I think I'm Texans on this one.
Fuzz, how you feel?
I'll be the oddball out.
Okay.
I think the Saints did ball out because I thought that New England had a good defense the whole time. So I think them balling out on them. I think they're going to be all right against some Texans. So it'll be a close game though. It'll be a really close game.
Fuzz for the Saints. I like that. This next matchup we got the Commanders and Falcons. It's in Atlanta, if that makes a difference for anyone's picks here. But
I hate this. I hate this.
This is a tough game to pick.
Because I have to say
don't know what to
that
do.
I think the Dirty Birds are going to win, and I just hate them.
Mm-hmm. Desmond Ridder looked solid last week.
Wow. This is going to be a defensive football game because neither of these two quarterbacks have really been insanely good this year.
Mm-mm. They've showed a little glimpses, but
yeah, I'm gonna go Commanders. I'm gonna go Commanders on this one. I don't know. Something's just telling me that they're not gonna lose 40-20 to a team that is not doing good at all. Not again.
I like that pick. I think I might piggyback on that with you, Fuzz. I have the Commanders in the matchup. I just think it's going to be an actual good game this week. I think it's I know both defenses are good, but I think it's going to be surprisingly high scoring, maybe a defensive touchdown on both sides type of game. Like see something crazy. Maybe a special team score, you never know. But I do agree. I got the Commanders.
I like that.
If the Commanders give up 30 points again this week, I'm done calling them good.
Fair.
Like the
Fair.
defense, there's been only one game that they've allowed less than 30 points, and that was against the Cardinals.
Fair.
If they give up another 30-point game to the Falcons,
still one of them I put a massive asterisk beside because there's only so much a defense can do. Because the one game, like I said last week, Sam Howell threw 4 interceptions. I mean, as a defense, to some extent, you can only do so much to stop a team.
Prevent the short field so much.
There's only so much you can do in that situation.
That's only one game. Last week they gave up 40 points.
I know, but that's why
they only threw 1 interception.
That's why I started that with saying only. But I'm putting one of those games with an asterisk.
Yeah.
I think their defense is good. I just think they're going through that. Because I'm pretty sure they got that Emmanuel Forbes, that rookie, starting at corner. So he's going through.
I thought he got pulled last week.
He got
I don't know
benched.
if he did or not.
Yeah,
he got benched.
I saw that he was. I know he was starting there at one point.
So 2 commies and a Falcon.
Yes.
And can we stop? It's not the Commanders. Why do we keep saying this? It's the Redskins.
Yeah.
And that'll wait. What's up, Dave?
But they have good pieces on their defense. They just don't play well together right now. Obviously,
I think their defensive line is awesome. I really like their D line.
Yeah.
How you feel about this next matchup? We got the Colts and Jags. It's in Jacksonville. We know the history between these two teams the last few years. The Jags knocking the Colts out of the playoffs, and the Colts seeming to not be able to do it, vice versa. If Richardson was playing, I'm taking the Colts, but solely off the fact that he's not playing, I'm not going to ride the mustache mania.
Bro, it's his revenge game. It's his revenge game.
I'd love to see it, but I got Lawrence and the Jags.
They've been in London 2 weeks in a row. They don't even know what American hours are anymore. They're gonna get Colts all the way. Jonathan Taylor gonna have himself a week.
I'm also going Colts, not just because of JT, but I think Gardner Minshew, he's been balling when he gets in.
Mm-hmm.
And like David said, this is a revenge game. So
okay, I'll be the odd man out for that one. I like that. How you feel about this next matchup, Dave? We got Seahawks Bengals.
In fact, he was always effing open. I mean,
he was always effing open.
52 in fantasy. I love you. Thank you.
Hey, I asked you politely not to embarrass me this week, and in fact, that is indeed what you did.
It's not my fault. He's always open.
No, it's your fault.
He's always open.
No.
So is Puka Nacua.
Yeah, you could have pulled Puka Nacua, and I would have.
I really could have. Dude, I could have played. I could have played a kicker there, and it's not even possible.
Dude, this week I got the Bengals again. I think this is going to be the start of them. Hopefully, I'm not saying hopefully because I could care less. I couldn't care less if they actually started doing well. But I think last week is going to be the spark they needed to get that offense going.
I agree. I think it'll be a good game. Sorry, Ryan. Hawks look good this year. This is in no reflection of how I feel your season will go, but Bengals, I agree all the way.
Well, Ryan, you're gonna love me. I got the Seahawks in this one, baby. Geno Smith, he's a dog, man. Let's go.
All right. Well, we gotta talk about this game.
I'm going Bears.
Big division matchup. Bears Vikings. Jay Jet's out. Kirk trade rumors. Colt McCoy working out. A lot of shit's going on for the Vikings.
I got the Bears on this one.
I agree with you.
I
And if they prove me wrong, I'm never picking them again.
Justin, you've looked good the past 2 weeks. I will give you that. Keep
Facts.
that going, and if you keep this going, I will apologize, but show me what you can do against this crappy Vikings defense.
Hmm. I
Blow
want to see
them out.
DJ Moore have another big game. I want to see them keep getting him involved.
They definitely do need to keep getting involved because
Hmm.
that last touchdown, he probably saved a pick six there by catching that and then took it six himself.
Hmm. That dude can move.
Yeah.
Fuzz?
So,
Yeah, I got the Bears. I'm gonna no, yeah, no. I got the Bears. I got the Bears. I don't know, dude. I'm back and forth. Can this one just end in a tie?
It very well might.
This is really just one of those games where you look at like Cousins ain't got Justin Jefferson. I don't even know if Cousins is even going to be playing at this point with all these trade rumors. So I am going to go toward the Bears. I am going to.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it is. I am going to assume that Justin Fields is going to have a decent game. So.
Although the rumor is, I will say this for the if there are any Viking fans watching besides Eric, the rumor is Kellen Mond did hurt his back in practice, and that's why they were working out 9 guys. But they worked out 9 guys.
But
son of a bitch. Pause.
Who's their backup quarterback? Because I thought Kellen Mond was somewhere else now.
No, are you thinking of Jaron Hall?
Because Kellen Mond was on Cleveland.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Jaron Hall. He's their
Kellen's on.
No.
He just signed on the practice squad of the Colts. Kellen Mond did.
Oh, I thought he was on the Browns.
He was, but he got cut.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He got cut before the season even started. He was one of the because they only came in with DTR and Deshaun. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, my fault.
But still, trying out that many quarterbacks whenever you're like, I don't care what happened. Like, there's something going on in Minnesota.
Yeah. And it's very weird, too. Very weird timing. I mean, I guess not weird timing because you can't really, play in an injury. But I think they see... What's up?
This could be the Caleb Williams Bowl 2.0.
Honestly,
well, I mean, as long as the Bears are always going to... The Bears... It reflects off of you guys, though, if the Bears get it.
Yeah. Well, so, if Justin continues to play this way, I don't see them moving on from him.
I don't think they can.
I mean, they could.
I was going to say he's just raising trade value.
He really.
I was about to say, if you have the number 1 overall pick, there's a good chance are the Bears going to, if this kid is the next Mahomes, are you passing on Mahomes twice?
You can't. I don't think I don't think their fan base would let them if they're smart enough. I get Fields is balling right now. Very kudos to him. If he keeps doing it, he keeps doing it. It's good. It's good vibes for the Bears. But I think Caleb Williams will do it longer and better. Pause.
He's definitely a better quarterback. We don't know if it'll work in the NFL, but throwing the ball, he's going to be more accurate. But the timing of the NFL will be a question whenever he gets there because you don't know if that's going to translate. You don't know if he's going to be able to do the reads, if he's going to be able to take the pressure of these huge individuals that are all professional players, not just maybe a few that you play every week. But on paper, he's a better quarterback than Justin Fields.
I agree with you. I think they're in a very sticky spot because of how good he's playing right now. If he would have had the first couple of weeks happen to him, these last 2, they're probably already locked on Caleb at 1.
Yeah.
But raising some questions, I do have the Bears this week. They keep racking up wins. I mean, they're going to shoot themselves out of having Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison. Could have had them both. Well,
a chance they could have them both. If Justin Fields keeps playing this way and they don't get enough wins and Carolina keeps playing the way they do, They trade Justin. He'll be worth a first-round pick if he's playing this way.
Mm-hmm. Man, the Bears could do a full rebuild without having to give up like their entire defense too.
Yeah.
I'm interested about your guys' opinions on this next matchup, though. I wanted to make this a highlight game, but with Deshaun being rumored to be out for this week, 49ers, Browns. If Deshaun plays, I give the Browns a chance. Niners all the way.
I think another former 49er player might have another big week. Not 49er, former Panther player. Go PJ!
Hey, best throw. He had the best throw in the NFL last year.
No, I have 49ers all the way. If PJ plays, it's going to be completely domination. The only chance they have is if Deshaun's healthy. Or playing, not even healthy. Because he's obviously not healthy if he's rumored to be out right now.
Yeah.
I don't give him much of a fighting chance even with Deshaun in the game, but it's a way better opportunity than if he was out.
I think they're like offensively, they would actually be able to score points with Deshaun. I don't know if they'll score any points with PJ.
Yeah.
How you feel, Fuzz?
Well, no disrespect to Matt, but I really hope the 49ers beat them as bad as the 49ers beat us. That way, me and him are at a neutral spot here. Actually, I have a leg up. Shout out Monday night.
Cool. One
What's up,
other
Dave?
thing. For all you Cowboys fans that watch this, I don't know if any of them do.
I would hope they don't.
Kenny Pickett, if you guys want to talk crap on Kenny Pickett, he had a better game against the 49ers than what Dak did.
Yeah. That's pretty normal. Too.
I tried to tell you guys last week that they were frauds. A lot of you probably didn't listen. They're going to continue to be frauds.
You did tell us.
He did tell us. I just think Dak Prescott's a fraud. And
I just think the Niners. I told Christian this. I don't know who will beat them. Like, they really might have a full undefeated season.
I think the only team that has a chance is Philly.
Yeah.
That's the only
I don't
team
give anybody a chance to get on the AFC.
Yeah, it's tough.
No, I know Mahomes will start playing better once it comes playoff football, but with the way the Chiefs are playing right now in close games, I give the 49ers the edge right now.
As of right now, we probably won't even make the AFC Championship.
Yeah, but we all know
that's
how
because
Mahomes
the Steelers are gonna.
Whenever Mahomes,
Steelers.
You don't want that. There is a better chance Kenny's.
Matt, yeah. If y'all's season, if it turned around like that and you made it to the Super Bowl, Christian, Matt Canada's hired for life. He might be the new head coach.
And then I go to Pittsburgh.
I think we lost Christian. Hell. He disconnected.
I go to Pittsburgh and raise hell. I'll start boycotting the NFL. I'll boycott the Steelers. I'll start standing outside the stadium with F Matt Canada signs.
I think you might be the only Steelers fan that would start boycotting if they make it to the Super Bowl. Because to make it to the Super Bowl, your offense would have had to turn around a tad bit.
Yeah,
like you're not
that, or our defense just gets really lucky.
No, I don't think in the playoffs you're going to be able to win these games with only defense.
Okay. Let's head to
I think we could definitely beat a couple, but
let's head to this ugly matchup. Quite truthfully, I don't want to waste a breath on this game. It's the Pats Raiders. They're in Vegas. Bill's gonna have Josh's number. He's gonna bend him over his knee, spank him like a redheaded stepchild. I don't like Mac Jones. He's not good, but Bill Belichick, he's gonna put the work on Josh McDaniels this week. I really believe
that's
it.
As long as they don't pull some stupid crap like they did last year.
If he does,
who's 20 yards?
Whoa. Taylor Jones isn't playing this year.
Oh yeah,
we know.
Right.
We know.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
Raiders. I go Raiders.
Yeah, make your pick.
Bro, I really want I want them to.
Did you see what he did today?
No.
He posted Buda Baker, Buda Baker. It might have been Zay Jones and Isaiah Simmons. He posted all their phone numbers today. Buddha got 800,000 people saw Chandler's story before before it got taken down with Buddha's phone number
Chandler
on it.
needs help. Like, he needs prayers. He needs
Yeah,
help. Like, that's like being completely serious. He needs help, like really bad.
I agree. Let's move on from some sad stuff. Let's jump into the Lions Buccaneers, and I think we're all excited finally because I think Baker finally is going to get his ass whooped this week.
He better.
I think this defense delivers. I think the Lions show us why they're a playoff team this year, like without doubt, like why they own that division now. Lions all the way. I got them beating the Bucs, like beating them.
I'm going with the Lions. I hope Baker looks awful.
I'm also going with the Lions. David Montgomery's going to rush for 150.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a bad day for them Buccaneers, man.
I agree. This next matchup, I think we'll all pretty much be the same on this. Cardinals, it was a great run. You guys showed us a great first part of the season. Showed a lot of fight. Got the Rams this week.
Nobody.
I like how. Yeah, bro. This is the best receiver duo in football.
No one's touching them.
Yeah, I got the Rams all the way.
Me too.
Yeah, Rams all the way. And that's one team that if Stafford's playing better, they could contend with the 49ers because nobody's guarding 10. With the way he was playing last week, nobody guarding 10.
Bro, he looks better than Triple Crown Cooper.
Yeah.
He looks amazing.
And now he has someone who's showing up as the 2. When A-Rob didn't show up for him and they had to go get Odell after A-Rob got hurt. You remember that? Like, or Bobby Trees. It was Bobby Trees, not A-Rob, wasn't it?
A-Rob was there also.
Oh.
He just didn't show up for them at all. Damn. They also had Van Jefferson, which he just got traded to the Falcons.
Yeah, I was just going to mention how – I was just going to –
What a pickup for the Falcons.
I kind of had a question on how you guys thought that one was going to pan out for them.
I don't understand it because they don't use Kyle Pitts usually, and they don't really use their receivers the way they should.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of production from Drake London on any of my fantasy football teams.
And Van Jefferson's been on a downslope. Like, he hasn't been playing that well the last 2 years.
They used to just use him really as that deep threat.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how I like it. I do know that Kyle Pitts needs to get better at route running. Dude can't stay up on cuts. It seems anytime he tries to do a hard cut anymore, he's slipping and on the ground.
You think he's trying to get out?
I hope that's what it is. I was talking to Matt. I said that I think it's more that I don't know, clearly I have no source to back this up, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's not working that hard. He's not getting used anyway, and it's been this way for 2 years now.
And they drafted him to be like a franchise changer. Yeah.
He's like, I'm not getting used. So what if his work ethic has been crap in the off season and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys heard it here first per an ESPN analyst.
Per source.
Per source.
I was gonna name drop, but I figured we probably shouldn't.
Or Adam Schefter. Or Ian Rappaport.
Rap sheet.
That's the one I was gonna use.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we're all in agreement about the next 2 games. Honestly,
let's just fire this off.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll go to Eagles Jets, and then we got Giants Bills. Personally, I know we all have the Eagles and Bills in both of those games.
I agree. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Giants.
Wait.
Giants not good. Jets good roster. Quarterback got hurt. Sucks.
Wait a second. Is Mama Kelsey gonna be at the Eagles game? Maybe she go. Zach Wilson.
Oh, you think Zach shows up twice for Mama Kelsey for Donna? Well, we will find out. I hope he does. I hope he does. Because that's Jason's night. It has nothing to do with the Swifties. We're all good. And we got key matchup number 2 of the week. I think the game we're probably all most excited to see. It's also the very best Monday Night Football game we could get right now. Cowboys after a devastating loss to the Niners, like we said.
brutal.
Probably going to show up in this game. They're not a team that's not going to show up twice in a row. Chargers are looking good though.
Yeah.
The Chargers look good. Coming off a bye. Herbie fully loaded, looking like MVP talks. Maybe we might see Herbert compete for that. I like it. I like the Chargers in this game. As long as Staley does not lose them this game, the Chargers can win this game.
I agree. I got the Chargers as well. I just think Justin Herbert's been playing really good. So,
hey George, call me up, buddy. Get me one of them shirts. Cowboys are frauds. F Dallas.
All right, I like it. I like that. That was an awesome shirt.
Yes, it was.
Sweet shirt.
That was an awesome shirt.
Parson said, "There's no, or was it CD? One of the two said, no reason to make it personal." Like,
no,
bro,
Micah did, and then Debo said, he said, "It might be worse the next time around. Be careful what you're asking for." Dude, that's bad. Oh man,
bro, they're frauds. I'm gonna beat that drum till the end of this season. They probably make the playoffs still. I will say that because I mean that the NFC is really not the greatest.
No,
and I mean that division's not good either. So they should be able to sweep two of the division opponents. Not Philly, but they could probably try to steal one from Philly. I mean, crazier things could happen, and that could lead them to the playoffs that way.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be good in the playoffs for them.
I want to do like a little quarter season check-in with you guys, actually. So, seeing how the season's going so far, just give me your Super Bowl MVP and your Super Bowl matchup prediction. Who do you think?
I think we're all going to be in agreement on 1 and 2.
Niners. Yeah, I think it's Niners.
I'll go Niners and Purdy. I just feel like Purdy's been balling out. Out of the AFC,
The Bills.
that's what I'm thinking. Bills. I mean, you can never count out the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes when it comes to playoff time. Yeah, I'm gonna go 49ers Bills in this one.
I'm right there with you. I think McCaffrey gets Super Bowl MVP.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can definitely see that one. I just feel like it's going to be one of them things.
He might cycle like Mahomes did last year. He might win Offensive Player of the Year, MVP, and Super Bowl MVP. I think he's that good.
That would be wild.
And with the way their season's going, I mean, what? How many touchdowns is he on pace to have, Dave?
It's a lot.
Yeah,
just a lot. I mean, okay, I did find a crazy stat out. So, poor Achane. I feel bad for him being out on the IR.
Mm-hmm.
Christian has 99 rushing attempts this year for 510 yards. Achane is only 50 yards below him with only 38 attempts.
That's crazy. That's a game's worth of carries.
Yeah.
If you feed him.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's insane, man. Shout out to Achane. Hope he gets healthy. Aggie guy, that fucking track star team. Unreal.
But I think 49ers, Bills, or 49er. Like,
it's Niners.
The Chiefs. Like, I could see that. But it's out of the three teams, it's got to be Chiefs, Bills, or Dolphins for me. Like, I know, but it looks like the Bills might have the Dolphins number by that massacre. But it could have been somewhat of a fluke. Like, we don't know.
Better team that day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, so one of those three teams out of the AFC, and then I don't know who's stopping them out of the NFC.
It's tough, man.
And I think
Matt and I were talking. Oh, and shout out to Matt. He's not here this week. Had to work a little late, so just not here this week for the show. But he is looking forward to the Browns game as much as you could look forward to the Niners. He does believe they have a chance if Deshaun plays. If not, send him your prayers. Type praying hands in the chat if you want to comment, like, and subscribe. Obviously, all the good stuff. go ahead and drop it now for Matt. He could use your sympathy this week.
Do some score predictions for that game in the comment.
Please.
Yeah, I want to know what everyone. I want to know some score predictions actually.
Like, do some score predictions like our like key matchups and stuff, like and like our favorite teams. Like, tell me that the Panthers are about to lose 52-0. Like tell
Most
me.
definitely.
But don't I gosh dang one of you say anything bad about Kenny Pickett. I swear.
Don't listen. We ain't gonna do anything.
Well, Matt Canada's burner is active and he's typing.
I just broke my chair.
Yeah, Matt Canada's burner. If you're here, definitely type. Tell us how you feel, how you really feel.
Yeah, and well, on the high note of Christian breaking his chair and Matt Canada, I think we've reached the very peak this show could get. I know it was a short one for you guys, but we do appreciate you staying and watching. Yo, you want to chop it up?
Yeah, let's chop it up with some little other sports talk. Like this with Charles going out. Like it's Volk stepping in. Who wins that rematch?
I'm excited for that.
Bro, that's going to be a really good one.
Like I thought personally,
here's my
won the first one.
Yeah, you go first, Dave.
So, and I think only one person's a better pound for pound fighter than Volk. We all know who that is. It's Mr. Bat himself, John Jones.
Bones.
Johnny Bones Jones is the best. He needs prayers for his
Go.
But I think Volk wins this.
I could definitely see Volk winning this one too, but I don't know. Some part of me, I just got this feeling, dude.
I'm tired of those Russian bear wrestling mugs, dude. I'm tired of them.
At least he fights
tired of them. Russia, cut it out.
At least he fights a little bit. Like Khabib
just a boring crotches.
Mm-hmm. I will say this: my outlook on this fight is I don't think anyone can beat Volk twice.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
And I don't. Me personally, I'm very biased about this, but I don't think he lost the first fight. I agree with you, Dave. I was watching from the eye test the whole time as like who was winning the fight. I thought the whole point of like I don't know. I don't want to dive too far into it because I hate, like you said, Christian. I hate that style of fighting that
it's annoying.
A lot of the Russian fighters do. It's just that last name, honestly.
Well, but so another thing with that,
Nurmagomedov, whatever it is.
Chimaev versus Usman for that same 294.
That'd be a fun one.
Like, who do we got on that?
I just think Usman's kind of that age has crept up on him.
He's the only one who can wrestle Kismet or Kamzat, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't even know actually how to pronounce dude's name.
It's Hamzat.
If he does what he did against
Kevin
Holland,
it's Hazmat.
If he does what he did against Kevin Holland, like, and just tries to bum rush him, I think Usman makes him pay for that.
Usman can out wrestle him, I think.
Yeah. It'll
be tough. He's so strong.
Yeah, he is. I don't know if it's Usman. I really want to see this fight because I don't know if it's Usman's age catching up or if he's a bad motherfucker. Like
some part of me just thinks that it is like it's starting to become Usman's age catching up to him because the first fight with those two, he was winning that fight the whole time. Like there was no question about it.
Dominated.
And then he gets absolutely crushed.
Boom! Homelander ringing.
Night. So, and like, then the next fight, it just seemed like Leon just had his number the entire. I don't know if like dude was just so worried about that kick coming across his face.
He definitely was, but there were still times he was doing the same type of block. I thought the head kick could have landed again.
Yeah, I could have seen it.
But in defense of Leon, the first fight, it was his first championship fight, I'm pretty sure, in the UFC. It was also in Colorado, which is higher elevation.
Yeah.
And a lot of fighters were having stamina problems that night. I remember that being like a key thing the announcers kept saying. A lot of people were having like a lot of fights. The co-main event or one of the like both people looked like they were dying and needed oxygen, like, and they were just swinging still.
Yeah.
And then the next fight wasn't in a higher elevation place, and he definitely looked a lot better, like conditioning wise.
So I think the most exciting fight. I think the one that I'm looking forward to the most, aside from the main event on this card, I'm looking at the new light heavyweight title fight that's coming up. You got Alex Pereira and Yuri Prochazka. I just want to know what you guys have. Like, what's your thoughts on that one? What do you guys got winning that?
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
I love Yuri. He's a beast, bro. Dude, I like that stuff. That dude right there is a fucking Viking. If we were back in the times, like I saw this on Joe Rogan, Shane Gillis said this. If we were back in the times and that dude got into a town, it would be over. It would be over, dude.
Dude, that spinning elbow he threw against
November
Dominic
11th.
Reyes was one of the nastiest elbows I've ever seen any human being throw. That was
Bro,
disgusting.
he takes a beating too.
Yeah.
That's November 11th, right? That's John Jones and
Yep.
Alex.
I wanted to hit on that one first and then jump up to
So
Jones Miocic.
I got Alex in that. I have Alex Pereira. He somehow still is bigger than people at light heavyweight. That's ridiculous.
Insane.
He comes in, he weighs in at 205, fights at 275 or something crazy like that. But it's not fat. It's not like he's just going and eating pizza. Dude looks still ripped.
Yeah.
And I think this weight class definitely suits him better than what having to cut all that weight did. I mean, obviously, he was able to knock people out easier in lower weight class with cutting it, but
when's Jamal going to be back?
I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure he's still recovering from his injury.
He'll probably take the winner then, right?
I don't know how they're going to play this because you had Yuri got hurt and had to drop his.
My
Jamal
thing
got hurt, had to drop his.
My thing is 300's coming up, and he's portraying that to be the biggest thing of ever.
Yeah.
And we all know McGregor and Chandler's basically locked for that because of the timing of his when he entered USADA. So
there's people saying that it's not going to be Chandler that McGregor's fighting. There's like rumors about other people.
Well, there was rumors, but
if they did the trilogy, they should do the trilogy.
They're not going to do They're not doing the trilogy.
The trilogy's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
If they don't do Chandler and him, that they better do the trilogy.
I think it's going to be him and Chandler because already came out and said that they're going to fight, and all the rumors about McGregor most of the rumors I saw were Chandler possibly fighting somebody else, but it doesn't look like anything's coming out about that yet. So,
well, since he entered testing, he probably like Dana said, like they'll be the ones who fight.
Yeah, they'll wait for them. Mm-hmm. So, I think that's the smartest move. I mean, you already had them on the doing the Ultimate Fighter together. I mean, you might as well just put them in the dang ring and see how it goes, or in the octagon and see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Or you should have just let them fight right then and there. McGregor had that suit on, and he was trying to. Oh, he was smacking that.
He was on steroids.
Bro, that push he gave to his neck.
Yeah,
it hurt me when I saw it. I was like, "How? Who once pushed in their neck? What
McGregor looks?
That's why I don't fight."
Huge, bro. McGregor looks massive.
It's because he was taking steroids. He was taking steroids to get his healing faster. It's why he dropped out of it. He dropped out of the testing pool for a reason.
There's no doubt about it.
No, that's not even like hating on McGregor.
Oh, I'll hate McGregor.
He just definitely was juicing for a little bit to get back from injury. But that main event, I got Jones. I mean,
I got Johnny Bones Jones too, baby. Come on,
I can't go against the GOAT,
bro. He's prepping for this fight like 25-year-old John Jones did. Like, who has that much at like when you're already the greatest ever, and even a loss wouldn't tarnish that. What motivates you to just want to hurt another person like that, like he does?
How do people keep doubting this guy? People were like, "Oh, he's going up to heavyweight. He's not going to be able to hit with those guys. He took
that little French bitch and tapped him out easy. made him look like a purse dog, bro.
Embarrassed him, bro. And that dude was giving other fighters like good fights.
He gave Nick. I mean, not gave because he out Nagano showed up and he out wrestled him and shocked the world about that. But
If it wasn't for the wrestling, he beats Francis.
I agree.
And Francis didn't
Francis,
wrestle.
Francis shocked everyone. He just showed his wrestling defense. That's all he did.
All he did was get a takedown and lay on him. I saw it quite a few times in that fight.
Or when Ciro would shoot for him, he just lay on him, like David said.
Yeah. It was
There's one other UFC event I want to get out to, but before we get to that other UFC event, it's the last one of the year. Will be like the last main event of the year, 296. I think is the last one of the year. I want to talk about Patty and Tony Ferguson because that's just going to be interesting.
That's going to be fun.
But what I want to talk about this weekend, the Prime card. Who we got in these? Do we think Dylan Dennis drops out the fight, like the week of the fight? Like
he already did. I heard
he hasn't dropped.
Nah, that was fake.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He gets fined if he like drops out. Like it's in the contract. Like he has to pay money to do it.
I doubt he
I got Logan. I don't really have to explain why.
Logan against
yeah. I was gonna say I don't.
Dylan's just a puppet of Conor McGregor. Like that's all he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Logan in that one as well.
But the one I want, JJ, KSI, Nightmare versus Tommy Fury. I hope he knocks him out. I really do because
I think Tommy's putting him out in the 5th.
I agree with Fuzz, but I agree with Dave. Like I hope it's JJ.
I said I want KSI to win.
I don't think he puts him out, but I think
it's going to be a TKO. I think it'll be a TKO. He's too.
I hope not.
He's way too.
Because if he, because
like
if no, that's a win for KSI if he stays in the whole fight. I think.
Yeah, I mean, if he can stay in the whole fight, but that's why I think it's going to be a problem because he's so wild. Tommy's a professional boxer. I think he's going to be able to find his shots and he's going to land them, and I think it's going to turn into a problem for KSI. Personal opinion here.
I just don't think Tommy's really that great. He's definitely the disappointment of the Fury family.
I didn't say he was great, but I'm just saying he's the pro. Like of the two of them, he's the professional boxer. He's been in there with pros. I guarantee he's trained with Tyson.
He's never fought anybody that's good, though. I mean, neither is JJ, but Tommy, one of his he's fought like a couple professional fights, and one of the people he fought was like 1 in 300. It was like 1 in like 100 and something or something like that.
Well, it just seems like that's how a lot of those fighters come up, is they start with fighting those, as Jake Paul would say, those the taxi drivers.
They don't be fighting YouTubers though.
No,
he knows he's not good.
But it just seems like, in my mind, the reason that Tommy's doing those two fights, he wants the money, and that's where the money's coming right now, is with those, for some reason, with those what are they calling them?
Influence. Yeah.
Yeah. It just seems like right now in boxing, that's where the money's going, is into those type of fights. So I mean, why the heck not go get a bag? And
they just draw the crowds right now. They bring the fans, and that as long as tickets sell and views sell, you can make a lot of money.
I'm hoping KSI knocks him out.
I'm rooting for KSI, but I just have a feeling that Tommy's
I don't even care if it's with an elbow.
Yeah, I agree, Fuzz. What's that last UFC card though? Because I do have to run in a little bit.
Edwards Covington card.
It's the only two I really want to talk about would be Tony Ferguson and Patty, and then Leon and Colby.
Leon's gonna mess Colby up. That's my opinion on that fight. I think Leon shows levels.
I think
that's going to be I think it's going to be a struggle for Leon with the wrestling, because Colby's a better wrestler than Usman.
That's just my opinion. I don't
hope.
like Colby.
I mean, obviously you don't know until that last, until they call that fight, but
this was the dream for Colby. Let's be honest. Literally. He didn't have Usman's number. He wanted somebody else to knock him off, and he wants his chance.
Mm.
But guess what?
Well, if he doesn't, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't buy him.
I hope he doesn't win. Because I'm not a Colby fan.
I used to be. I used to root for Colby until he started, whenever he was fighting Usman, and he started doing that stuff saying that stuff about Usman's dad and all that crazy stuff. I was like, bro, what are you doing here? Like, this is ridiculous. You're taking this way too far. Now I hope he gets knocked out every time he steps in the octagon.
Tony and Patty will be crazy.
It'll be an interesting one. I mean, I'm taking Patty just because he's younger, and it seems like Tony's been on that downhill slope.
Didn't Tony have a good fight his last fight out, though? He actually looked decent.
He looked decent for the first round against Michael Chandler, and then he took a foot to the face.
That wasn't his last
real quick.
fight. That wasn't his last fight, though. His last fight was against... No, he got submitted against Bobby Green.
I don't think I saw that one.
It was in the Gaethje and Poirier 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do remember that one.
I think he got dominated, so no, I don't think it's a good fight then.
Yeah, I think Patty will walk away with that one.
It's going to be a submission win in my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got NBA starting up soon. NHL just started up. We'll have more on that for you guys next week. I know Dave's excited for this Warriors season coming up. Fuzz is excited for the Penn season, despite last night. Lost to a great Chicago team on a rebuild.
No. Let's back that up real quick. We lost because we have a terrible goalie. That is why we lost. Now, anyway, continue.
You don't give any team credit for anything if they beat you.
No team deserves credit for beating my teams.
Fair. Well, until next time, everyone, we appreciate you watching with us. Peace.